Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be building the best team possible in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM right now. This is the team that I would be running if I was playing in like major competitive tournaments. I was playing 250, things like that. Even though I am taking a break from the competitive side of the game, which if y'all didn't know, I am taking a break from playing competitively. This is the team that I would be running if I was playing competitively right now, if I was trying to qualify for the 250K tournament and things of that nature right now. But besides that, before we hop into the video, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 3,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day and would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop right into it and start off with the point guard position. So at the starting point guard position, I think the point guard position is a little bit tough. I think there's a lot of good point guards in the game, but for me personally, the guy that I think is truly the best point guard in the game, even though some people may disagree, is Magic Johnson. I think that Magic Johnson is the best point guard in the game, mainly because of his 6'9" height, but also just I think overall height is so important this year that him having that 6'9" height is really, really valuable. 10 hops, including teardrop, run unstrippable, playmaking badges like bailout, bullet passer, dimer, floor general, rebound chaser also comes with all the gold playmaking badges he needs. Gold chase down artist, hustler, pick dodger, can get clamps, can get interceptor. And those are the two defensive badges I 100% recommend adding to him, as well as adding the limitless spot up badge and the sniper badge. Those four badges I think are key. After that, you can kind of go intimidator, menace, chef, one of those types of badges if you want to add another badge to him. Finishing wise, he's very solid. The thing is, badge wise, he is lacking just a bit. I would say he's not like super lacking, but there are some badges he's not going to be able to have, just plain and simple because of the fact that he doesn't come with a lot of key badges. But 90 speed and excel, 80 throughout 3, 75 driving dunk, which is more than enough, especially at 6'9". He's got nice dunk animations as well. 90 speed with ball as well, and then really solid, well-rounded defensive stats, good rebounding, Hall of Fame rebound chester at the point guard position is amazing. But the thing is, at 6'9", he makes your defense so flexible because you could put him on the small forward. It's the same thing that I've been talking about with Penny Hardaway. You can put him on a small forward, or even a power forward, a guy who's not going to be handling the ball, and he's going to hold it down on the defensive end of the court because of his ability to play on the interior and not get mashed, in addition to the outside. Additionally, he really defends well. Like, defense is so based on player build this year. I feel like there's a lot that matters about your player build, despite kind of regardless of what your defensive stats and badges may look like at times. Obviously, defensive stats and badges help a lot, but player build, height, all that stuff matters a lot in this game defensively. And Magic plays really good defense for the point guard position because he's going to get a ton of contests at 6'9". He keeps up defensively. He doesn't get blown by because blowbys are almost non-existent in this game. He's just a great card. Magic Johnson dribble style is fundamental, which is the third best dribble style in the game. It does the job though. He's not really going to be your primary creator in all likelihood, but he can definitely be a great secondary creator. Lillard behind the back is really good. His between the legs, the Tatum between the legs, actually solid as well. It's the Pro 7 from previous years. Same between the legs as he's had the last few years. Jumper is also solid this year. It's easy to green. Most jumpers are, but Magic's is super easy to green, which means if you leave him open, he's going to be a knockdown shooter. But at the 2, you're going to have your primary ball handler, which is going to be 75th anniversary Kobe Bryant. He is the second best shooting guard the best shooting guard and maybe the best card in my team right now. Obviously an incredible card. 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan is really good size. Hotspots from basically everywhere. Comes with 9 hops, including fast twitch, blinders, deadeye, and sniper, as well as clamps, intimidator, pogo stick, and tireless defender. Quick chain, quick first step, bullet passer, downhill, glue hands, handles for days. He's got all the key badges on gold, and then I guess on silver. You can upgrade his bailout if you want. You could add dimer if you want. There aren't a lot of badges he needs as well. Like you could add rim protector, maybe rim rebound chaser, definitely chef and mismatch expert. But if you add those like 3-4 badges, dimer as well, those are really the only badges he needs. He comes with the key finishing badges he needs, comes with all the shooting badges. He comes with every badge he needs, which is really, really great. 93 speed and excel, 90 speed with the ball is great, 95 driving dunk, 91 shot 3. Really good defensive stats, can even block shots to have 75 block. He is statistically one of the best cards in the game. Badge wise, he's super elite. His jumper is amazing. His half court and full court dribble 6 are really solid, especially the half court dribble 6. He's got the Kobe between the legs. In the half court, which you can burst out really effectively. His jumper is amazing. He's got a dribble style that acts similar to quick or shifty. I'm not even sure which one it is, but it works great for dribbling. Like can be a primary ball handler at an elite level. I think he is the best shooting guard in the game. I think he might be the best card in the game, and he's obviously the starting shooting guard in this team. At the small forward position, we have Jimmy Butler, who is also a really, really good card. I think some people wouldn't have put Jimmy as a starting small forward on a team like this, but for me personally, I really do think he's the best small forward eligible player in the game right now. And the reason that I say that is that I like to have my main lock on at the start small forward position, I think Jimmy is the best lock in my team right now. 6'7" with a 6'8" wingspan. Hotspots on 3 out of 5 hotspots are outside the 3. 9 Hall of Fame badges, which one of them is Hall of Fame difficult shots, and then 8 of them are defensive. Ankle braces, ball stripper, clamps, hustler, interceptor, menace, pickpocket, and tireless defender. These are elite defensive badges. Clamps, interceptor, menace, pickpocket, ankle braces, ball stripper, all of which are elite badges. Some people say hustler is an elite badge as well. I really don't know how effective hustler is, but the fact that he has it is definitely nice. Defensive stats wise, also 95 plus on basically everything, and then the interior and block are also right there, really solid as well. He's got a good player build. 92 speed and excel is super solid. 90 speed of ball, can dunk the ball, shoots at a high level, does not get limitless spot up. That's the only key badge that he doesn't get. You can add like blinders, chef, mismatch expert, ankle braces, things of that nature to him if you want. I'm sorry, not ankle braces, ankle breaker, handles for days. You could add some badges like that too if you want. Giannis and rim protector as well. I definitely would add Giannis and rim protector to help him out as that lock, and then otherwise you can kind of decide between some shooting badges or some playmaking badges to try to help him a little bit in one of those two areas. But jump shot 22 is a jumper that I think most people love, and I am one of those people who loves that jumper. Really easy to green. He's got a great upper as well. His jumper is very similar to guys like Andrew Wiggins, and it's really easy to green. He can create a bit. His SIGs aren't incredible, but if he, with his speed and his badges, he can create a bit, and slash rim as well. His shooting is a phenomenal, really good jumper. He's a great all-around card, and definitely worth picking up for a lot of squads as well, because he's a very affordable card at this point as well. Giannis. Wrong Giannis. I'm sorry. Giannis at the power forward position is the 75th anniversary. There we go. And I still think he is the best power forward in the game because of what he gives you, mainly on the defensive end of the court, but the fact that he can also shoot at a high level this year. Only a 69 shot 3, but the fact that the 75th anniversary for one can get all the shooting badges he needs, which is catch and shoot, limitless spot up, sniper, and deadeye. You can add all 4 of those shooting badges to him, and it really will help him out. Also comes with the gold quick first step, bullet passer, bailout, downhill, and glue hands, which are the 5 key playmaking badges for non-playmakers to have on the offensive end of the court. Every defensive badge in the game on gold except for pickpockets, Hall of Fame pogo stick. Obviously, you can upgrade all of his badges. And then finishing badges wise, he comes with finishing badges as well. 89 speed and excel. Really good dunking ability, great defensive ability as well. The fact of the matter is, even with a 69 shot 3 and no 3-point hotspots, he can knock down the 3-pointer, especially if you add those shooting badges and a shoe. But even without it, he's going to knock down the 3-pointer when he's open. His jumper is super smooth, super easy to green, very quick. He's going to be really easy to green with and really easy to knock down shots with. I really like using Giannis because he can sit in the corner on the offensive end of the court and knock down the 3-pointer, be a menace in transition, and then he's the most elite defender in the game, in my opinion. I think because of his versatility, both on ball and off ball, Giannis gives you so much on the defensive end of the court that he can really do basically anything that you need him to do with his length, his athleticism, things of that nature. Giannis is just a super glitchy card in my team, and this year is no different. He is the best power forward in my team right now. At the center position, this is getting tougher, but for me, it's still 75th anniversary David Robinson. I think some people would disagree with me. There are people who prefer Kevin Garnett, Hakeem Olajuwon, even DeMarcus Cousins, guys like that. People prefer those cards to KD, or not to KD, to D-Rob. But for me personally, I prefer D-Rob. I think he's the best center in the game still. 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan, only 1 3-point hotspot, 6 hops, which are drop stepper, post contention, post lockdown, rebound chaser, and rim protector, as well as tireless defender, gold interceptor, and intimidator. He does need a couple of badges added. Like, you definitely need to add the quick first step badge, the bailout badge, and the bullet passer badge. Those 4 badges, or I'm sorry, those 3 badges are very key to add to him. Additionally, I would add sniper and limitless spot up. I think adding those 5 badges to him really do help take him to the next level. But he's got great interior and defensive badges already. Shooting is really good. He's got one of the best big man releases in the game. And release is super important to me, and I think that's one of the things that sets him apart compared to the other top centers, is the fact that I think his release is the quickest and the best of those guys. Not going to be great playmaking in the half court, but he's a really good defender. He's got great size. He rebounds really well. Hall of Fame rebound chaser is super nice. And just overall, he does everything that you need a center to do. He's elite on the inside. He can mash at a high level. He rebounds well. He doesn't get mashed on the defensive end of the court. Really gives you what you need on both ends on the basketball court currently. At the backup point guard position, I am going Penny Hardaway. I think Penny is the second best point guard in my team. I think Penny Hardaway is a guy who honestly should be on every team in my team right now, because if you can't afford Magic, you probably can't afford Penny. And I think Penny really gives you 95% of what Magic gives you, because Penny is 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, so he's a little bit smaller than Magic, but not much. 1 hotspots are outside the 3-point line, 4 hoffs, which are bullet passer, dimer, floor general, and needle threader, 89 speed and excel, 89 speed with ball, solid defensive stats, good slasher, 85 driving dunk, and an 83 shot 3 as well. And his jumper's a little slow, but it's not, you can knock it down easily. He can get the sniper badge. I definitely recommend giving him some defensive badges as well, because similar to Magic, he's probably going to be defending on the 3 because he gives you that defensive versatility that he has the size to guard a 3. But yeah, I'd give him like rim protector, post lockdown, maybe intimidator, things like that would be definitely nice to put on the card to have him be more able to guard the 3. But his jumper, it's not great. It's a little bit slow, similar to Magic's, but it's definitely solid. It's easy to green. Quick dribble style is better than Magic's. He has a nice dribble style. He can create his own shot better than Magic can create for his teammates. I think a little bit better than Magic can, which helps him out on the offensive end of the court. Magic is definitely going to be the better masher and probably the slightly better defender, especially since Penny can't get the clamps badge. But the fact of the matter is, I still think Penny gives you a ton of the basketball court. He was my starting point guard until I got Magic just a couple days ago, and I think that he is the second best point guard in my team to this day. Klay Thompson is definitely the second best shooting guard in the game. The shooting guard position is the most easily defined position in my team right now. It goes Kobe, Klay, and then everybody else. But Klay Thompson, I'm not sorry, we already looked at Kobe. Klay is elite. He's still a really, really good card. Comes very, very complete is the key. 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. Hot spots from everywhere. 4 Hall of Fame badges are catch and shoot, dimer, quick for step, and clamps. Only 4 hops, but they are crucial ones. He's got really, really good Hall of Fame badges. The only badges he needs are Chef, Mismatch Expert, maybe Limitless Takeoff or Posterizer, and then Chase Down Artist and Rim Protector. Those are the only badges that I think are important to add to this card. It comes with everything else really that he needs. 90 speed and excel, 90 speed with ball, 96 shot 3, 75 driving dunk, but similar to Magic, he has nice dunk animations, which makes him really, really solid as a slasher. 95 perimeter, 95 lateral, 80 block, so he can get some blocks as well, which is super nice. A guy who can play as a lock. He's not the lock, I think, on the bench, but he definitely can play as a lock. And he's got Klay Thompson release on quick, which is nice and quick, easy to green, super knockdown, shifty dribble style. Just overall, he does everything that you need him to do. He's got the Pro 2 between the legs and the full court. Can be a primary ball handler. For me personally, I think he is your primary ball handler off the bench. Like, I run him as my primary ball handler. Kobe and Klay are going to be the primary ball handlers for me personally right now, and Magic and Penny are there for what they give me in terms of defensive versatility, their ability to mash smaller players, and the fact that they can also be good secondary ball handlers. But that's the way that I like to run my backcourt on both my bench and my starters. At the backup small forward position, this is a tough decision. I did decide to go Paul George for this team. I think you could definitely argue some other guys, but for me personally, I did go Paul George. PG 6'9" with 6'11" wingspan, hot shots from 4 out of 5 spots outside the 3-point line, limitless takeoff, posterizer, catch and shoots, volume shooter, ankle braces, and ball stripper are his 6 Hall of Fame badges, which are definitely some solid hoffs. Already comes with gold sniper, silver limitless spot, every shooting badge you need, gold quick first step. He's got all the playmaking badges that are key for a non-playmaker, and then chase down artist, clamps, hustler, interceptor. Like, you can add some defensive badges to him if you want, especially if you want to play him at the 4, which would be rim protector, rebound chaser, post lockdown, brick wall, things like that. But stat wise, he's really, really good. He's not, the one thing is the 51 block is a little bit annoying because it prevents him, I feel like, from getting the blocks and connecting with the ball that you would, as much as you would like him to. And that's really the only frustrating thing about this card. He's a great slasher, great shooter, good speed, all that. Jumper is amazing. PG's release is good every single year. It's easy to knock down, easy to green. Sigs wise, he's got the fundamental dribble style, which means he is a bit better of a playmaker than a guy like Jimmy Butler. He's just not as good of a defender as Jimmy Butler. And for me personally, I think Jimmy is the better card, but Paul George gives you a little bit more well-rounded of a card in general, I think, because of his ability to play make on the offensive end of the well, as well as the fact that he still is an elite defender. Definitely can be that lock for your team. At the backup power forward position, I am going Kevin Durant. This is another decision that I kind of was like, there are a couple guys that were in mind for me, but I decided to go KD because I think that this moment's KD specifically is a really, really elite card in my team right now. 6'9" with a 7'4" wingspan, so he's got the size to the power forward position, hot spots from everywhere, fast twitch, fearless finisher, slithery finisher, clutch shooter, green machine, rhythm shooter, sniper, stop, pop, and volume shooter as his hoffs. Admittedly, most of those hoffs aren't like super crucial ones. Sniper obviously is great, but the other ones aren't like the most crucial hoffs in the game. But he can get every badge that he needs except for blinders and chef. Like, you can add, he already comes with clamps on silver, which isn't crazy good, but you can add the interceptor, you can add chase down artist, you can add pick dodger, you can add rebound chaser and rim protector. Definitely would add defensive badges to this card. So defensive stats are decent as well, but the 88 block is very, very key. The other KD does not have a high block. He has like a 60 block, and the 88 block at the power forward position is huge because that's going to allow him to get more contests and more blocks on those bigger players and on the drives as well, which is going to help him out a lot. 93 shot 3, obviously offensively he's elite. His ability to move at the power forward position is so valuable with the shifty dribble style, the Pro 3 behind the back, the Pro 2 between the legs. The fact of the matter is he is going to move better than any other power forward option in my team on the offensive end of the court. His jumper is amazing. He's a great pick and pop because he's got the range with the gold limitless spot up Hall of Fame sniper to catch and shoot from deep. He's a knockdown. He's going to be the best offensive power forward option in the game. And defensively now, with that block rating being raised, I think that he gives you enough defensively that he is still worth running in this team. And I think he is the second best power forward option to run in a team like this. And then finally, at the backup center position, I decided to go to Marcus Cousins. I think it's close between Cousins, Kevin Garnett, Hakeem Olajuwon, guys like that. I think you could really make an argument for a lot of people, but for me personally, I did go to Marcus. 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, hotspots from 4 out of 5 spots. Comes with back down punisher, dream shake, fast twitch, fearless finisher, postman technician, unstrippable catch and shoot corner specialist, and set shooter, as well as box. So he's got a lot of Hall of Fame badges, which is nice. Admittedly, kind of similar to KD, they're not the most crucial ones in the world. Postman technician and fast twitch are good on a big. Unstrippable and back down punisher as well. Catch and shoot is great. Corner specialist is nice. Box is really solid. And then defense, he can get most every badge. So he definitely does need some badges. Definitely need to add the bailout badge. That's a crucial one. Glue hands as well would be nice to add. Limitless spot up would be a good one to add. Besides that, you could go interceptor, you can go clamps or like a ball stripper or something like that. Doesn't need a ton of badges. If you use his 5 badge slots, he's going to be pretty much fully badged. 83 speed and excel, 87 shot 3, really good interior player, solid dunker. Defensively, he's not the craziest, but he is solid. 81 block, 88 interior. He's going to give you a solid amount of defense, and he can rebound really well. 93 offensive and 94 defensive rebound. He's a great pick and pop center, obviously. Set shot 8 is the same base as guys like Yao Ming and Arvydas Sabonis. It's not the fastest jumper in the world, but it's really solid and easy to green. And it is a high release as well, so he doesn't get contested as much as a lot of other slow releases. In the half court, he doesn't dribble like great, but he does dribble pretty well for a center. Like, he can create a bucket more than a lot of those guys, a lot of the other centers can. And I think he just gives you a lot as a well-rounded guy who really isn't missing much on the court. And I think that is more valuable than anything else at that center position right now. He's also got solid size. I just think he's overall the second best center in my team right now, and definitely a great card I think you can run at a competitive level, and is probably the guy that I would run at the backup center position currently. But yeah, that is the team. This is, in my opinion, the best team in my team right now. Let me know what you would change in the comments down below, because I'm sure there are people who would put different cards in different positions. But this, for my personal opinion and my personal play style, is the team that I think is the best in my team right now. So yeah, other guys who are honorable mentions, I will mention guys like Gary Payton, John Wall at the point guard position, depending on what your play style is. Andre Kirilenko at the 3 because of how good he is defensively. Dolph Schayes at the 4 because of giving you maybe a little bit more interior ability than Kevin Durant, and then Hakeem at the backup center, Kevin Garnett at the backup center. Guys like that, I think, are also players you could put in a squad like this and have a ton of success with, who are really, you can kind of switch out almost interchangeably. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.